Okay. Um, I see that some of you are getting justice here. There is some justice that you guys are getting here in the month of March. Also, know that time is fluid. So, for some of you, yes, this is going to be what will happen for you in March. Some of you, this may have already started to happen, could happen in the next couple of days, weeks, and months moving forward. But for a lot of you, in the month of March, going into the month of April, this reading will ring true for you. Now, at the heart of the reading, the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is the heart of the matter. Um, this here, and you could be dealing with a Leo, doesn't necessarily have to be. But this energy, now again, this could be you, this could be the person that you're dealing with, is someone that has really restricted others because of the way that they think. Okay, it's very opinionated, it's very selfish, one sided, very narrow minded. This person, and not to judge, this is just what this energy with the King of Wands in reverse symbolizes. This could be a manager, this could be a love interest, but this is someone that doesn't necessarily listen to other people. They go on their own accord, and anyone that does not agree with them, this person can really just dismiss them totally, or there can be some push and pull when it comes to this individual, okay? Now, I do feel like this has to do with a love interest because right next to it, the Two of Cups in reverse. Um, the Two of Cups in reverse talks about, a lot of stress going on in a particular relationship. So, for some of you, this is a relationship reading. For some of you, this might have to do with, a boss or someone that you care about. But this really talks about there being a lot of stress, a lot of instinctive things that you might be going through when it comes to this person. This could also talk about infidelity, or maybe there is some stress because you are suspecting that there could be some infidelity. Um, but there is something that has your intuition looking at this person's actions, okay, and saying, is this person being this way because this is how they are, or are they up to something? A lot of times Cancer gets the rep for being very suspicious, okay? But, who knows? Maybe there is something that you need to look at. A lot of times with the Two of Cups in reverse, it does say that, there is something that you need to pay attention to. But there is something here that is unavoidable. There is something here that is really, really putting a lot of strain. And I think this energy here is definitely what's doing it, but it's like, why is this person being this way? Especially if this person hasn't been this way before. You might be asking yourself, what is going on? What is really the truth behind all of what this is? Now, I do see here that you will get justice in this. So for some of you, if this does have to do with something related to, work, and there is someone that is bullying you or treating you unfairly, and there's a lot of stress at work, or someone's, adding a lot of stress to you, there is going to be justice. Same thing in relationships. There is going to be some type of justice. For some of you that are taking the legal aspect, things are going to sway in your favor. Maybe, you have to go to court, and maybe, what happens out of that situation is that it's ruled in your favor that yes, this person unrightfully was saying and doing certain things to you, caused a lot of stress, a lot of havoc, that sort of thing, and there will be some justice. Again, however this resonates for you. If this is pertaining to, love, you're going to get some justice here. Now, the Ten of Pentacles right next to this really talks about maturity. So if you are talking about a love interest, this person is he's really going to get it. He or she is really going to understand that, you know, they're not being as mature as they can be with the situation, and that's where the justice comes from. There is going to be a moment of self-awareness, and because you are going to take control of the situation, and you guys are going to come out of this energy of being trapped. Like, some of you really feel like you're trapped in this situation with this energy, with this person. And so taking control with the Emperor being present is really, really going to give you the justice that is deserved to you. And this is going to really cause someone to have to mature. Now, if we're talking about an injustice that was done to you through a job, or with a boss or something like that, there is going to be a situation where you come out of this. You are going to win this situation. And if you are suing, or if there's restitution coming to you in that sort of thing, the Ten of Pentacles is the life of luxury here, okay? So for some of you, that court matters is the case because you've been done wrong. You are going to get that coinage. You are going to cash in because things are going to rule in your favor. And that is the news that is coming. For some of you, the news that's coming is love news, okay? And the love news is that this person, has matured, and they really, really see that with the Four of Wands, that you are happiness, you are freedom, you are, what is needed in a real relationship, and they see everything that you're bringing to the table. For some of you, when we're talking about this work situation, you are now going to be free from this situation. You're going to be happy, with the outcome. But either situation, you are going to be free from this energy here, of being bullied or selfish activity and stress, and you are going to have the happiness and the freedom, and I'm hearing for the relationship piece, the freedom to really take control and to get out of what you feel like, which is trapped. And because you do take this control, the World card talks about, everything that you would want to come to you in every aspect of your life. But it talks about the end of an old cycle. And so I do see here that for some of you, taking that control, taking that initiative to show up for yourself and say, hey, no, this is unjustly for me. I'm no longer going to be trapped in this situation. That is going to close this cycle, and it's going to nip this energy in the bud, okay? And at the end, or the bottom, I should say, of the deck is the Page of Wands, which is expression. So yeah, you need to express yourself. Take control of this situation here. Really say what you mean. Get yourself out of the trap, okay? And once you do, this will cause justice for you. This will wake up the situation, either in the courtroom or within this person, and you will, cause a maturity in the relationship in this person, or you will cause, some restitution, some money coming your way, because justice will be served. Either way, it's going to be monetarily for some. For others, it's going to be, the maturity, the love news, the offering, and the closing of a cycle, so that a new cycle can come in, and you'll be free from this energy, okay? So beautiful so far. Let's go ahead and get some clarity here from the Wisdom of the Oracle, okay? Give us some more insight on this situation. What is the outcome of this situation for Cancer? Spirit, give us the eyes to see and the knowledge to know. What is it that Cancer needs to do in this situation, or consider in this situation? Oop, there we go. All right, between both worlds card. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Right, so what I'm going to do is. All right, here we go. So this card speaks about um, being between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. Absolutely. Okay. When they talk about, taking control here, and just really, and, it talks about the freedom and the power. Okay. The power. So the power is taking control and the freedom here. There's freedom in the power of taking control, expressing what you need to express, and allowing things to naturally come justly to you. Okay, to allow yourself to break free from this and to put an end to old cycles here. Okay, and trust the process for change and growth. Okay, so that is what I do see here for you. Let's get a direct message from the spirit, your personal spirit guides, angels that are surrounding you. For those that this message does resonate with, I'm asking all angels and spirit guides to come together as a collective and please give us the message that Cancer needs to know in order to move forward in this situation or these situations. What is it that you want Cancer to know? Let's see what they have. Out it comes. Okay. All right, so the message is a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in the direction not on your map. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. Absolutely. Okay. So when we're talking about being flexible, again, being between both worlds talks about it too. Don't be so fixed with the idea that you're trapped because a lot of you feel like you're trapped. Let's take a little control of your life. Here it shows expressing yourself and allow justice to really be served to you naturally. This energy, if this is not you, and looking at things your own way. And there is that person, it does need to, you don't need to fight that person. You just need to understand that you need to express what you need to express and allow things to naturally happen, because that's what happens here. You just take control over yourself by saying, you know, this is how I feel. I don't like this. I don't like that. Taking the proper channels to get the justice that you need without, fighting or battling. And, this person will naturally mature, or justice will be served in the courtroom, anywhere else that it happens. And, for those of you, when this comes to terms of, another situation, with, maybe a workplace is what I'm hearing. Somebody is having an injustice when it comes to a job or something court related. But in terms of the outcome, just really saying what you have to say, saying your piece, and leaving it there. But don't get so fixed on I'm stuck. Be flexible with the idea that things can change and change in your favor. And for some reason, Cancer, I feel like this particular message came out to you guys before, months ago. And Spirit's also telling me that for some of you, this King of Wands energy is you. Some of you are so fixed on the way things that need to happen, and you are the person that is really, really fixed. And the stress between you and someone else is because you are that way. And there does need to be a little flexibility there, and a little, emotional maturity to come about to say, you know what, I do need to, release some of this control, because it's causing someone to be trapped. So for some of you, this is a self-awareness reading. For some of you, you are the one that needs to take control over someone that's trying to control you. And for some of you, you are the one that's really fixed and not flexible.